how you doing? My name's Dave, and if you got nothing to do but sit around and play guitar because you're locked up in quarantine, you can call me Daveypoo, the mobile music minstrel. How you doing? That's right, I am in lockdown like a lot of you, and I hope you're all safe, and I hope you're all staying inside, because this only works if we're all in this together. But I thought I'd offer a little bit of levity here, and since we're all stuck inside together, I figured I'd bust out my Gibson SG electric guitar, and that I would play through some of these beautiful Nembrini apps that they just put out for free because we're all locked up separately but together. So I'm going to go through some of these apps and I'm going to show you around. Now, I've not really played with them, so I'm going to poke around a little bit. We're going to learn some things together, and I'm going to kind of blast through this real fast because, well, to be honest with you, I've tried filming this twice already, and I've already taken too much time. So, here we go! From the top down on this first page, I've got Amazing Noises Limiter. Now, I am using a Behringer UMC 404 HD interface here to get my guitar into the iPad, and sometimes that has a pretty weak output. So I've thrown limiter in there to kind of boost up the gain a little bit, but hopefully that won't color the sound at all. I've turned off the saturation, so hopefully we're just getting a clean signal boost. Okay, that's Amazing Noises Limiter there. Underneath that, Analyzer Effects by 4 Pockets is a guitar tuner that I'm using to tune my guitar so I stay nice and in tune for you. Below that, we've got PSA 1000 by Nembrini. Now, that's a stereo guitar preamp. Below that, PSA 1000 Junior is a mono guitar preamp. The main difference between PSA 1000 and PSA 1000 Junior is that Junior is mono and the regular one is stereo. So then we keep going to BST 100 by Nembrini. That's a model of a Soldano guitar amp from the 90s. I don't know much about Soldano, so I can't really speak much to that, how accurate it is or not, but we're going to hear if it sounds good or not. And then under that, we have 4 Pockets multi-track. I pre-recorded some guitar so that I could rock out and have my hands freed up to play with the knobs. Over here on Matrix 2, we've got all the currently free Nembrini effect apps. Coming from the top, we've got Chorus, Cleaner, Delay, Flanger, Equalizer, Noise Gate, Phaser, Tremolo, and Crunk. Anyway, alright, so I'm going to throw my guitar straight into BST 100 and see what we can see. Now, the output, like I said, for my guitar is very low, and I just discovered this a minute ago. I have, there we go, there's some BST 100, a nice distorted guitar sound. If I maximize this, I just found out that if I click on the grill here, it opens up the rack settings. Also, I can undo it by unclicking rack up here. But there's an input gain section right here. So I can actually crank up the input gain from the guitar and avoid having to use limiter at all to color the sound. So I'm going to skip limiter because I just discovered that the last time I tried to film this video and failed. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of dial in a decent guitar tone here. There's a lot of things going on in this app, and everybody's got real personal ideas of what kind of guitar tone they're looking for. I'm just going to shoot for something that I can live with because we're trying to go well, and I want to illustrate the effects and illustrate the capability of the app. I'm really impressed by this, by the way. I always struggle with software guitar amp emulators because I never feel like they fully represent the guitar amps that they claim to model. I can always get them to sound good, but usually I have to just shut off my eyes and use my ears and search around for the right tone I'm looking for by a various combination of cabs and amplifiers. Here, though, I don't seem to have that same problem. I seem to have good tones no matter what I do, so let's get cracking here. All right, so this is everything flat. Now, obviously, I've got a pretty hot signal coming in, but that's because the gain is low on the guitar interface. So this is the boost channel here. Let's go back and go to the normal channel. Let's try to get a nice, decent, clean tone. Let's turn some stuff up here so get some sound. Now remember, we're dealing with a very, very dry guitar tone because I haven't put any effects or reverb on it, so it's going to sound a little janky at first. Bear with me. Alright, let's add a little bass there. Turn up everything a little bit. Now, I've got the volume and the tone wide open on the guitar. Okay, so that's not terrible. I can live with that. Let's keep going. Let's go through some of the cabinet and mic combinations here. If I click on this here, you can see they have a list IR, impulse reverb cabinets and stuff here. So we were on, what is this? Sold on, it was like one of these ones here. Let's just go through next. Okay. Oh, I don't like that at all. Nope. 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 Okay, that's a little nasally. Okay, that's not bad. I'm amazed, just going through these quickly. Ooh, I like that. I'm amazed at how different they all sound. Okay, that's cool. So got a nice clean tone here. So what do we do with that? Let's come out here. I'm going to save it here. Hold down save. Maybe save is new. There we go. We're going to call this Nembrini demo. Boom, Nembrini demo. Okay. Now, I'm going to run into the preamp first. So let's take a look at PSA 100. We're going to run into that. We're going to run out of PSA 100 into that and then here. So now I'm running through the preamp first. I'm going to kick up the input. Wow, I'm really impressed. To be honest, this is the first time I've even touched this. Ooh. Sorry, my guitar playing is super sloppy. Cool. All right, I like this thing. That's really sweet. I'm impressed by how much difference it made just me throwing it up and messing with knobs. So we're going to keep going, just throwing things up and messing with knobs. So that's PSA 100. Here's PSA 100 Junior. It doesn't fully expand, but it doesn't look like it needs to. So there's the difference between the two. You see one is just a mono version of the other, but they still have the same features. You're missing the mid-side thing. Oh, interesting. Oh, I like that. Yeah, buddy. Mid-side feature, you are my new best friend. Wow, that's sweet. Okay, well, we'll turn off the mid-side for now. Turn off the spread, but that's cool. There's no better way to make something stand out in the mix than shoving it to both sides and leaving that center clean for something else to be featured. All right, so we got a good guitar tone here. So, I mean, already I like PSA 1000 quite a bit. I'm not usually a preamp guy. I just, I'm simple when it comes to guitar stuff. I just want an amp that works. I want to plug into it and rock out, turn up the gain, and go for it. So when it gets to be too many knobs and things on a guitar amp, I start to back off a little bit. This is great. That's fantastic. I mean, I'm bombing out the the thing here. I'm totally super loud. But that's fun. Okay, so let's take that now and run that out into rack 2. So let's start from the top down. Let's look at chorus. We're already running in, so we'll do this. So here, chorus. Let's do this. No chorus. With chorus. Alright, let's hold up a second, go back here. We're going to skip the preamp and we're going to go straight into... Ooh, that's sickly. So again, no chorus. And with chorus. That's nice. I'm not a big chorus on guitar fan. You know, I think the 80s, they went a little too nuts with the chorus on the guitar. One of my favorite guitar players is Hiram Bullock, and I love that guy's playing, but I can't stand his tone because everything is drenched in chorus. But it's a good sounding one. You know, I'm such a big fan of FAC Chorus by Fred Anton Corvest that I just never use anything else. And I don't think about guitar-specific effects, like things that are tuned specifically for the frequency range of a guitar. I play synths a lot more often than I play guitar, so... This is a very nice guitar chorus. Let's see about cleaner. Now, I'm assuming that this is sort of a rumble cleaner, like it's a high-pass filter, I guess, rolling off the low end is my guess. So I don't think we're going to hear much change here. Okay, so there you go. Rumbling is your high-pass filter. See how it takes away all that low end, and then harsh is a high-pass filter. Take off the high end. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Good quality, solid. Ooh, okay. I think I'm going to go back to the distortion for this. So I'm going to go into the preamp and out of the preamp. There we go. Yeah, I can't do that or I'll get a copyright complaint. Nice. Okay. Again, delay tuned for guitar players, right? Not tuned as in pitch wise, but I'm saying attuned, right? They specifically designed the software to be for guitar players or guitar like things, and I dig that. Okay, flanger. Let's go back to clean tone for this. Oh, I see. So the analog switch down here at the bottom that I was just playing with, that kind of messes with the intensity, right? I think when you kick it on, the effect is a little more pronounced. Okay, flanger, equalizer. Everybody knows what an EQ does? Yes? Yes, okay. Noise gate. Okay, if I'm playing the distortion through here, let's go back to Matrix 1. Take that out, put that in. The noise gate. You can hear it chopping off that. So it makes it so that when you're playing a really high gain sound that it's pushing your signal up loud and amplifying all the noise that's already in your signal. See, it cuts it all that off. So it's nice and quiet rather than. Right. Nice. I dig it. All right, noise gate, phaser, clean tone. Ah, classic. Only one knob, like my favorite phaser, the MXR Phase 90. In fact, I got one here. Okay, one knob is all you need. Speed. That's it. I love it. I love phase. All right, cool. And then tremolo. Now remember, everybody, tremolo is different than vibrato. Vibrato is variance in pitch. Tremolo is variance in loudness. Nice. Very simple. Okay, and then here's crunk. Okay, I'm going to turn off crunk for a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a regular guitar pedal kind of signal path here. I'm going to run from a guitar. I'm going to set up how I would set it up if it were physical pedals, like so, on the floor in front of me. And I'm going to explain a little bit about how I do signal routing. I tend to like to hear the chorus and hear the phase and hear the flange. So I tend to put my flanger, phaser, chorus, the modulation stuff, after the fuzz, because I like hearing it flanging the fuzz rather than the other way around. That's my personal preference. But there are different schools of thought by how you do things. So that's the principle by which I'm going to run here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Matrix 1. I'm going to run my dry signal. Turn off all of these. I'm going to run my dry signal into A and route it over here. A is going to come into crunk. Crunk's going to run back out to B. B is going to come into the Nembrini amp. Let's try that first. All right. So now I'm using crunk as a distortion pedal. that sounds big and beefy. It's very much like I'm hearing a mountain. Anyway, I will get a copyright claim for sure on this video. Okay, so that sounds nice and mean. So I'm going to run now. We're going to take that out of the amplifier first. We're not going to run back into the amplifier yet. So we're going to run crunk out to the phaser, and then we're going to take the phaser out. I have to go back to BST and make sure that we're on the clean. So I am digging these. I am super digging these. I could go on for a few hours just playing with various combinations of these, but they are all very polished and very professional sounding. I don't know how much I would be using these with other things initially. I'm really impressed by how much fun they are to play with. I've been frustrated a lot with previous guitar amp simulator apps, and you know, the frustration overcomes the fun pretty quickly for me. And so these are they're just a lot of fun, and they sound good. Now, if you don't like heavy guitars, you don't have to get heavy guitar tones. I was able to get some cleaner tones there. Obviously, you know, you can adjust and season to your own liking here. Again, I could spend hours trying to dial in all sorts of other tones. There's been lots of time on this video when I didn't even talk because I was just too busy dialing in stuff. But there's so much available to you here. And routing capabilities within 8 Matrix are just ridiculous. So, I hope you liked this video. I hope you go out and you pick up some of these free Nembrini apps. I'm going to have them all listed in the description below. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel and click the bell if you want to get those notifications. Please go find me on Facebook. Please go over to check me out on Instagram and check me out on Twitter. I also have a Patreon page, so come over there and support me during these mad times so I can keep making videos for your entertainment. And I hope you guys like the video a lot. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are staying home. We will all get through this. We will be in this for a while, but we're all together and we'll all get through it together. So please stay safe, and I will see you guys next freaking time, baby. Later.